The Southwest TV News Summer Around the Southwest Tour is proudly brought to you by Swift Current Mall, the center at 1 and 4, your premier shopping center for Southwest Saskatchewan. Innovation Credit Union, imagine the possibilities. JD Ag Tech, providing farming solutions in 9 locations across Saskatchewan. The 2010 Ford World Women's Curling Championship, where the world will stop for 9 days in swift currents. And Sask Power, proud to be the owner and operator of the environmentally friendly Centennial Wind Power Facility. It was a busy August-long weekend in Herbert as over 2,000 family, friends, and many out-of-town visitors converged on this quaint Southwest community. Saturday's lineup included the annual Wild West Parade, where crowds of all ages lined the downtown core of Herbert, with many finding just the right spot to watch the annual parade. From your standard floats to classic vehicles and this canine-drawn carriage, there was something for everyone. Prizes were also awarded in a number of categories, including the Hee Haw Award, which the Herbert Fire Department picked up for their lighthearted entry seen here. Following the Wild West Parade, it was off to the rodeo grounds, where a hungry crew lined up at the concession stand for the usual fare of burgers and hot dogs fresh off the grill, while some stuck to their all-time favorites.
Oh yeah. Love fries.
As fans lined the grandstand, the afternoon's rodeo got underway with the ceremonial entrance of the flags of the rodeo. And Thunder Creek MLA Lyle Stewart brought greetings to the crowd from the province of Saskatchewan. Then it was time for a busy schedule of rodeo action. Competitors from across the prairies took to the rodeo ring, participating in a variety of events, from bareback, tie-down roping, to steer wrestling. For Weyburn native and CCA President John Comita, competing in the rodeo is his pastime to working in the oil patch. As he prepares to compete in the bareback competition, powdering his straps are key to hanging on for the full 8 seconds. With only the following thought going through his mind before the gates open, and he's out in the arena riding bareback.
You just get in the zone. You don't really try and concentrate on one thing. You just kind of get in that place where you need to be, where your mind's actually clear. You're not really thinking about one particular thing, and you just try and go out there and try your hardest and give your best effort.
Comita's best effort has landed him the title of bareback champion for the last 2 years heading into the 2009 event, with the judges generally looking for several key points in each competitor.
The judges mark the ride on how good the horse bucks and your spur stroke. Like, what they want to see is your spurs reaching up in the front end and then coming right back to your rigging each jump, and if you don't do that every jump, they'll dock you points. Or if the horse really bucks and you really spur, good scorers, mid-80s.
And as the intermission drew near, aspiring cowgirls and boys donned their helmets and prepared for some excitement of their own. The annual mutton busting competition is always a crowd pleaser, as the youngsters hop on and hold on tight in an effort to make their way across the ring aboard the accommodating sheep.
Give me 5.
The annual Stampede was also a cause for celebration, as the Herbert Stampede has been bestowed the title of CCA Rodeo of the Year for 2008. An accomplishment which organizers are humbly pleased by.
Well, there was only myself and another fellow at the convention, and we were pretty much swept off our feet there for a bit, so yeah, it's awesome.
Meanwhile, for those close to the national organization, Herbert has earned this title down flat for a number of reasons.
Herbert's always been one of the best rodeos in the CCA for a lot of years. I think it just took a while before they got the recognition that they deserve, and it's always been one of the better paying ones. And so it's steeped in tradition. It's always been a lot of good cowboys from around this area.
And the Stampede is not only on the CCA's radar as one of the top events in the country, but also of many in the stands who travel here each year for the August-long weekend.
Yeah, this weekend's kind of Herbert's weekend. It's a long weekend. There's a lot of family, school reunions and so on happening, and the rodeo's been ever since on the same weekend, so it's a good time to see somebody from out of town.
The Herbert Stampede is also becoming a new tradition with first-time attendees like Jacob Vandermeer of Regina.
It's great, and I think next year what we will do is we'll make a weekend of it.
We will come out and bring a camper and come and spend the weekend and not just the one day. So it's experiencing more of what Canada has to offer and what Western Canada has to offer culture. And this is obviously not a tourist event. It's a local event, attended by local people, and that's kind of part of the attraction to me as well.
The purse for the 2009 Herbert Stampede tallied in at over $35,000 plus saddles and buckles. The event is held every August long weekend at the Herbert Rodeo grounds.